Disclaimer: crypto investments are highly speculative and involve significant risk of loss. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. Always do your own research and invest wisely. Be sure to support other crypto YouTubers.
3 reasons why I'm bullish on EOS. The EOS blockchain continues to move forward, past recent turbulent times, despite what naysayers and short sellers would have hoped for. And I believe this is a testament to the strength and flexibility of the EOS mainnet blockchain, as well as its community members. So, I figured I would write this article to focus on why I am personally still very much bullish on the future of EOS mainnet. In this article I will give you my top 3 reasons why I believe EOS mainnet is just getting started. Number 1, inter-blockchain communication. I know, I can almost hear some community members groan when they hear the words inter-blockchain communication, and I most certainly get it. Almost from the beginning, since the launch stage of EOS mainnet, it was often talked about in the early days, as if it was right around the corner. And yet over 3 years have passed and still we have not seen the smoking gun release that would connect all other blockchains into the EOS.io ecosphere. One thing I recall about the early days is how much excitement and speculation there was about all of the possibilities that in hindsight never truly materialized in any real measurable sense, but at risk of sounding like a broken record. Nevertheless, inter-blockchain communication has arrived, just not in a form we were expecting, and certainly not by the developers we were expecting it to come from. We are already beginning to see the early signs of inter-blockchain communication, or to be more precise inter-blockchain connectivity, coming from the EOS.io development community. I know this is surprising to many people, considering that we all expected that we would see inter-blockchain communication standards laid out clearly and succinctly by none other than Block 1 itself by now. But as I said earlier, that never materialized, and now the EOS.io developer community have come to the rescue and put forward their own variants of inter-blockchain communication / connectivity applications, in the form of token pegs / wrapped tokens, and cross-chain token transfer services / applications. P-Token Network is just one example of a company that is using token pegs / wrapped tokens to expand native token markets into other lucrative token economies, with the ability to access a easy-to-use interface on the P-Token Network website. Users can easily transfer native tokens from their desired blockchain and have the P-Token website issue them out P-Token derivatives on other preferable blockchain platforms. You may not realize it, but this is technically a form of inter-blockchain communication / connectivity, possibly the most useful form, considering that this is the application that most people will likely see as most useful. Cross-chain token transfers from one blockchain network to another will always be one of the killer applications of inter-blockchain communication, and sure, it may not be as integrated as we may have envisioned in the beginning, but I suspect we will see far more sophisticated applications take shape in time, and EOS is a prime candidate to allow for the biggest area of growth in this field. Number 2, free EOS mainnet accounts. Almost from the start, one of the biggest weaknesses that the EOS mainnet blockchain had, in comparison to its competitors, was the fact that even though it had great speed and flexibility, the one choke point that EOS has been struggling with is the lack of free accounts, which has created some friction for onboarding new users, especially when you're dealing with a general market that has been somewhat trained to expect free blockchain account creation. Yet, despite this, EOS mainnet has still grown quite significantly, having over 1 million accounts and growing yearly, with around 60 million transactions daily. The usage for EOS mainnet is going up significantly, and now with the growing trend of EOS projects offering user-friendly free accounts, projects such as Wombat Wallet, Anchor Wallet, MyKey.org, and dapaccount.com, the onboarding process for EOS.io mainnet has never been easier. Take for example, dapaccount.com. This is quite frankly one of my favorite EOS user account projects, with an easy-to-use interface, and an onboarding process that is exactly the same as any sign-up process for an email or social media account. Users are easily able to navigate the process of creating a free user account, using a shared community EOS mainnet account address. This project is powered by Liquid App Services, and it is just one of many of the services that this project offers that punch way above its weight. I am quite simply blown away on how often this team particularly impresses me with their focus on the most crucial areas that EOS mainnet needs the most. With more and more EOS development teams putting more focus on creating easy-to-use applications for onboarding new users, the EOS mainnet is bound to get a lot bigger in time as these initiatives hit their stride in the years to come. Number 3, Dan Larimer, the wild card of the EOS.io community. Just in case you were unaware, Dan Larimer recently tweeted out a few breadcrumbs about his up-and-coming project. In a tweet he posed the question which read, "It a battle between the designer of one smart contract trying to enforce the need to trust and the designer of another smart contract trying to negate the need for trust in the first contract. Who wins?" Which a Twitter user, Matt B, replied, "All I know is we trusted you not to do the one thing everyone outside of the number EOS community said that you were going to do. I don't think you have much standing to be posting about trust these days." To which Dan Larimer replied, "I never promised anyone a lifetime of servitude to anything. All of that said, I am still committed to my cause and building technology to enable men to be as free as possible and for society to operate with minimal government corruption." Which Twitter user, Locke, replied, "Will that commitment influence EOS in any way? You still have a lot of EOS holders eager to join your mission." I'll rephrase. Do you plan to include current EOS holder in your upcoming projects? To which Dan Larimer replied, "Yes." To recap, as I have stated in an earlier video, Dan Larimer leaving Block 1 did not mean that he left the EOS.io community, and now it appears that he is intent on developing a new project that will in some way include EOS holders. I would say this is very bullish for the future of EOS mainnet, and the more one takes a rational look at the current state of affairs within the EOS mainnet community, it is hard not to recognize that things are looking very bullish for the future of EOS. To all EOS holders, the future is bright.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please donate, and if you would like to read, listen to, or watch more of this kind of content, please visit us at www.cryptoapologetics.com. See you next time. Take care.